Good morning, Berwick Court School. What are you going to do today? Learn, enjoy, succeed. It is Friday the 3rd of April and it is our last day of home learning before the Easter holidays. So welcome to your Easter Extravaganza. Housework challenge. Still loads of people being super helpful around the house, doing all of those chores to help out your mums and dads and everybody else at home. Really hope that you enjoyed your assembly on Wednesday, which might have given you some ideas about how you can be helping around the house. So let's find out how many points have been collected this week. Thank you to the families for collecting those points. They have all been collated and here we go. Where are the butterflies? Woo! Butterflies! 113 this week. Where are the chicks? Woo! 84 this week. And spiders are the winners. 128 housework points for the spiders. Excellent job to all of you. Well done. So let's find out those accumulator totals and who at the moment, but they're still all to play for, is in the lead to get that special bring and share celebration breakfast. So drum roll please. Here we go. Overall totals: butterflies 181, chicks 132, spiders 178. So in the lead at the moment we have got the butterflies. Keep going everybody, you're doing a brilliant job. And don't forget, you can continue to collect your housework points over Easter. Your families just need to keep a total of that and send them back in the first week after the Easter holidays, and those will all be counted. I think we're ready for a little up level challenge because I've heard what a fantastic job you're doing with that. So I think that instead of just making your bed, you could probably have a go at changing your bed as well. So everybody can definitely take all the sheets off, because that's the easy bit. Just take all the pillowcases off, your duvet cover and the sheet. The tricky bit is putting them back on again, but don't worry, I've got a tip to help you. So one of my worst household jobs to do is changing the beds. I really hate it. And I'm a bit terrible for taking all of the sheets off and putting them in the wash, then forgetting that I've done it and then going up to bed and being so disappointed because the new sheets aren't on. I wonder if anyone in your house has ever done that. So because of that, I'm going to show you how to change your duvet, and then if you help with changing your bed, double points your families can award for this. Okay, so pillows, not too tricky. Sheet, not too tricky. This is how you do your duvet. This is a tip. We're going to do a single duvet because they're obviously easier, and most of you have probably got single beds. And I learned this tip when I was doing my teacher training, and I was had year 6, and we took the year 6 away on residential. We took them somewhere called Kingswood, which is in Norfolk, and it was a bit like PGL. And when they got there, they had to make up their beds. The duvet covers and the sheets weren't on there. I think that might be the same at PGL, and none of the children knew how to do it. But one of the instructors came in and he had a great tip for them about how to do it, and so I'm going to share that tip with you because it works quite well for children. Some of you might know this already, but some of you might not. So first of all, you undo the poppers or the buttons like I've done, and then you basically just pull the duvet out. This is your dirty one. That is going in the wash. The wash is not on your bedroom floor. The wash is next to the washing machine. Please take all of your sheets down and put them next to the washing machine. Okay, step number 2. You take your duvet. It's a rectangle, not a square. You need the short edge at the top. So lay it down so that the short edge is at the top. Take your new clean duvet cover. And the key thing here is it needs to be inside out. So this one's inside out anyway, because that's how it was in the airing cupboard. So you shake it out, and what you're going to do, what most children try to do when they're changing a duvet is climb inside it, which sort of works, but not quite. So this is what I'm going to teach you to do instead. You sort of climb inside it. You put your arms inside. So you take your 2 arms and you go all the way up to the top of the duvet so that your hands are in the 2 top corners of the duvet. Can you see where they are? Okay, so your hands are in the 2 top corners of the duvet. You bend down, you pick up that corner and you pick up that corner. So you're holding on to the short edge with your hands inside the duvet. Then you flip so that duvet goes down over the top, and you shaky, 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 and you might need somebody helpful in your house that can just pull it down for you. And there we go, you have put your duvet inside its cover. Then all you do is you turn it up the other way, you make sure that the corner's in the corner. Is that corner in that corner? You just might need to pull it out a little bit, and then you do up the buttons or the poppers, and Bob's your uncle. You have changed your bed all by yourself and got double housework points. You're welcome. Star of the week. 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 So loads of you been absolutely brilliant with all the super duper things you've been doing this week, but some people getting some special recognition through a Star of the Week certificate. So let's find out who they are. So starting with our youngest children, we've got in Redwood class, Amelia, for being an amazing independent learner at home and being super helpful and doing all the chores. Well done, Amelia. Keep it up over the holidays. And Alex, for trying really hard to work independently at home. We knew you could do it, Alex. Great job. In Sycamore class, Sammy, for his enthusiastic approach to home learning. Well done, Sammy. And also finding lots of words with the split digraph OE. Very good. And Amber, for excellent maths work using her Cherry model. That's quite tricky to do, particularly at home, and for checking her work and self-correcting. You need a lot of self-discipline to do that at home, so well done, Amber. And Nancy, for writing a great menu in literacy and also writing super full sentences with reasoning, which is probably the hardest part of maths actually, so well done, Nancy. Okay. Oak class, Katie, for brilliant work on odds and evens and dividing by 2. Good job. And another girl actually in Oak class, it's Simrisa, for organised and careful research for her biography. Fantastic, well done. Right then, moving upstairs in Willow class, we've got Stanley, for outstanding effort and working so hard on your handwriting. Well done, all of those people who are doing a fantastic job of their presentation with their work at home. That's really good to see. And one for Evelyn. And this is on behalf of all of the staff, Evelyn, who have been at school this week, because you have been working super duper hard every single day, and we're really proud of you, so well done. Okay, moving next door into Birch class, one for Jay. Excellent work on fractions in maths, and this is where all of your work on times tables pays off, Jay, because you can use it with those fractions. And Aya, for being very kind, positive and supportive on Edmodo. How lovely, what a great reason to get a certificate, well done. Okay, moving into Maple class, we've got one for Gregory, for a positive attitude to home learning. Good job, Gregory. And this is a nice one for Elliot, for not only his own independent learning, which has been brilliant, but also helping his brother as well. So well done to all of you big brothers and sisters. If you are helping your younger brothers and sisters, that's a big help to everybody else in your house. So good job, keep up the good work. And one more in Maple for Lukman, for inspiring the Maple team with his passion and love of cricket. And I've seen some evidence of that as well. Well done to you. And Mr. Bavington has done us some sports awards. His first one is for Cameron, for practicing his PE skills and then beating his score. Well done for going back and beating your score afterwards. And one for Reet, for an amazing trick shot video. I'm looking forward to seeing that, and Mr. Bavington has put an article in the newsletter about these brilliant trick shot videos that we've had in. We'll try and put all of those together for you so that you can see them after Easter. And a sibling one to finish, one for Fleur and Hugo. Again, brilliant trick shots and coming up with amazing new ideas. Really looking forward to seeing them. Well done to all of our stars of the week. But actually, that's not all. We have got some special award nominations to finish off the term, because normally it is just the staff in each class team who chooses which children should get the award. But I had lots of emails this week of special requests. And so here is the first nomination for additional stars of the week. the families would like to nominate all of the staff. We have had so much positive feedback about all of the work that we have been setting for the children to do at home, and the families are so grateful and thankful to the huge amount of effort that's been put in by all of the staff of doing YouTube videos, setting work for you to do, checking emails, looking at your work, sending emails back to you with feedback, collecting your house points. All of those things have kept people really, really busy, probably more busy than we are sometimes when you're even at school. And so thank you to all of the staff on behalf of all of the parents. You are all stars of the week. But that's not all, because I also had a lot of emails from the staff this week, and they would like to nominate all of the families because they have been really proud of you as well, and so thankful to your really high level of engagement with what your children have been doing. They are doing a brilliant, brilliant job of their home learning, but they genuinely couldn't do it without you. So thank you for all of the support in all of its forms that you have been giving them. We're really grateful. Right then, house points this week. I actually think that people are giving more house points now you're doing your work at home than we would be if we were doing your work in school, because then these totals are shooting up. I think that's because it's a bit easier to give you some recognition for your work this way. So here it comes, and there is one person in particular who Mrs. Bailey has given a huge amount of house points to for really trying particularly hard with home learning. So good job, you know who you are. Okay then, I haven't worked out how to get the numbers to come up one at a time, so we'll do a big drum roll and then we'll let you know who's got what. So cheer for your house. Where are the butterflies? Where are the chicks? Where are the spiders? Here we go. Whoa! So butterflies 195, chicks 225, and spiders 183. So this week's winners are the chicks, with with butterflies in second place. Would you like to know your accumulator totals? Because don't forget, we're playing for that ice cream party, aren't we? So let's find out who is the nearest overall. Cheer for your house. I can't cheer because, as we all know, I am the impartial marshal. If I was in a house, I would give way too many points to my house, and that would be cheating. So make sure you give a big cheer at home for the butterflies. Whole family, please. You're all in the house together. Chicks, give us a cheer, and spiders, give us a cheer. Here we go. Whoa! Butterflies 2,990, chicks 3,027, but spiders, look, 2,966. So at the moment, chicks are in the lead, but everything could change. Still a term to go until the end of term when that ice cream party happens. So keep doing all of that work, keep being super helpful, keep collecting up those house points. Lots and lots of birthdays coming up because we've got 2 weeks where there isn't going to be any home learning because it's the holidays. It's Harry's birthday today. Happy birthday, Harry. And Amelia and Leonardo and Reggie and Eva May have all got their birthdays in the Easter holidays. So I hope you have a brilliant time. It will definitely be a birthday to remember, whatever you get up to. And I'm sure that everybody at home will join me as we sing you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Harry and Amelia and Leonardo and Reggie and Eva May. Happy birthday to you. Having a brilliant time. So, Friday fun day today, and the support staff have set some really lovely activities for you. Different on a Friday, no maths and English, all kinds of different things to get involved in. And if you go onto our YouTube channel, you will find those in the Friday Fun Day playlist. And you could have a go at any of the things that have been set by any of the staff. You could do all of them if you wanted to. And those are just for fun. We're not going to mark those, so you don't need to send them back in. But if you think you've done something brilliant and you'd like us to have a look at it, then do send us an email. Your teachers aren't going to check the emails over the Easter holidays because they have worked so hard that I have told them that they are banned from emails because they need to have a rest. Okay, so that is my rule, not their rule. So you can email them as many times as you like over the holidays, but you won't get a reply until term starts. starts. So I wanted to make sure that you know that that isn't them ignoring you. That's because they need to have a really good holiday so that they are ready to get going again with home learning when term restarts. The other thing that I made your teachers promise is that they wouldn't set you any holiday homework, because at Braywick Court we don't set homework for the holidays. That's a time for you to go off and have lots of fun and do different things. But I know that this year will be a little bit different for you, and so I have managed to come up with a few ideas of different things that you might want to do that are not schoolwork during the next 2 weeks while you're at home. So the first one is watch some repeats. All of the videos that we have made are staying on YouTube for them. So if there was an activity that you really enjoyed, or a lesson, or a story time, all of those are still there. And you could watch as many of those as you would like to, as many times as you would like to. The next idea I've got for you is that lots of organisations who normally meet face to face have started to get together some really brilliant ideas of things that people could be doing from home. So the Scouts and the Guides have got some excellent ideas, and they have made these available to everybody. You don't need to be a member. So some of you are a Beaver or a Cub or a Scout already, but I wasn't sure whether you will have seen these ideas here. But even if you're not, you would still be able to get involved and have a go at some of these. They'd be really fun. So let's call it up on here for you. Here we go. So if you go to the Scouting website and you just need to Google Scouts, they have got a whole section called the Great Indoors, and this has been designed for the time where you're not going to school and some of the things in our world are closed. So there's some brilliant ideas, and these get really great reviews already, and everybody would enjoy these. You don't have to be a boy to do these, because actually you could join Beavers or Cubs or Scouts even if you were a girl anyway. So there's one about using your camera, and it tells you which ages they're for as well. So this says 8 to 10 years and how long it takes. There's one about creating a tornado. That sounds really good. That takes 20 minutes. One about mindfulness, or one about lolly stick catapults. So all kinds of really different things that you could be doing with the information that you've got at home. Things about wildlife, things about poetry, and then if you click on these, it will give you all of the information that you need. So let's have a look at this lolly stick catapult. This says suitable for everybody from 6 to 10 years, so that's perfect. So look, it tells you all of the things that you're going to need, and there'll probably be things that you've got lying around the house. And then it tells you how you can go about making it. So there's some great ideas on there for you. Have lots of fun with that. Girl Guiding have actually done something similar. So again, if you Google Girl Guiding, then you will find their website, and you might be a rainbow or a brownie or a guide. But again, even if you're not, it doesn't matter, because they have opened up these activities to everybody. And what they have done is they've put all kinds of different activities on there that come from some of the badges. So if you're already involved in guiding, you might have a badge book like this. So this is the rainbows one, and this is the guides one, and there are lots of different activities in here, and some of them, the interest badges, have already been specially designed for you to do from home. So what they've done is, for those of you who don't have a book like this in your house, they've put everything, or not everything, but some of the activities up on the website so that you can decide what you would like to do. And again, it tells you what ages it's suitable for. And there's one about making mascots, there's one about moving your bodies, there's one about pop-up cards, there's lots and lots. So that would be another really good idea of things that you could do over the holidays to keep busy. One more idea is something called geocaching. I wonder if you've ever heard of that. So you can do geocaching anywhere in the whole world, but there are loads that you can do around Bray and Hollyport and Maidenhead. So there is a little clip here for you to watch that will explain to you something about it.
Geocaching is an any-day, anytime adventure that can take you to amazing and beautiful places, or even just to a place in your town that you've never been before. There are millions of geocaches worldwide. There are probably even some near you right now. Yes, you. To start finding them, just get out your phone or GPS. Go ahead. I'll wait. Then, create a free geocaching account and you're ready to go. The way it works is simple. Just choose the geocache you want to find, then navigate to its location. What you're looking for varies. Geocaches come in different sizes, shapes, and difficulties. Geocaching isn't always easy, so it's okay to get excited when you discover the cache. After finding it, sign the logbook. Trade knickknacks if you want, and log your find online. When you're done, just put the geocache back where you found it, and you're on to the next one. Hey, it's the other way. There's an adventure happening all the time, all around you. Become a part of it at geocaching.com.
So when you are out every day for your walk or your daily exercise, it's quite nice if you've got a bit of a purpose to it. So if you get a grown-up in your house to download the geocaching app, then what you'll find is that there are loads of hidden treasures all around your local area that you can go and find. And some of them are tiny, some of them are in tiny little magnetic canisters, and they might be stuck on the back of a sign or a bench or something like that. And some of them are bigger and in boxes, and some of them have things where you can swap treasures. So you put one treasure in and you take one treasure out, and normally there's a little logbook for you to sign so you can see who's been there before you, and you can log all of your geocaches on the app, and it will track all of the different places that you've been and the things that you've found. So that might be a really fun way of doing something new when you're out and about in an area that you thought you already knew really well over the holidays. If you do get involved in that, then let us know how you get on. When I thought about geocaching, it gave me a bit of a different idea about the way that you could use your one form of exercise going out every day, because the rules say that we have to stay 2 jumpers away, but also that we have to stay quite close to our houses, which means that we're probably doing the same journeys all of the time. We need to find as many different ways of making that fun and exciting as we possibly can. So the first idea is that you might want to try some geocaching, but then I thought that we could start some I Spy trails. So this is my idea. I've made a few of these already for you. So I've done some walks that are quite close by, so you don't need to go too far away. And what I've done is I've thought of lots of different things that you could see along the way. So here is the first one that I made for you. This is Mrs. Donnelly's I Spy Trail, and this one takes you from the library in Maidenhead, which you might be able to walk to from your house, or you might be able to cycle to or scoot to, otherwise if it was a bit too far, and it finishes up in Braywick Park. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the template looks like. So what you would do is you would start off at the starting point where it tells you, and then it says follow the directions and the map, and put a big tick next to all the things that you can see. So I've been really careful to write some directions that are clear enough for you to follow. So it says stand outside the library looking at the town hall, and while you're doing that you should be able to spot a flag. So if you see the flag, you put a big tick on your sheet, or if you're looking at it on a phone you could just know that you found it, and that would be fine. And then it gives you your next direction. Walk past the main entrance to the library towards the stream, and then when you get there, to see if you can find the fountain, and if you find it, give it a tick. So that might make your walk a lot more fun. And then there's lots of things to see all the way along your walk. So then I started thinking, well, this is all very well, but how am I going to share these with people? And it's all very well if I make some, but I can't make very many because I'm only allowed to go out for 1 walk a day as well. And if there's 182 of you and 1 of me, and you're all doing my walks, you're going to bump into each other, and that's not what we're supposed to be doing at all. So I thought, I know, what about if we set up a group where everybody can access the files, and then you'll be able to go out and do some I Spy trails yourselves. You'll be able to make one for somebody else, and then I wondered how we could share them. So this was my idea. I have set up a Facebook group, so if somebody in your house has got a Facebook account, they would be able to find this. It's called Spy Trails Maidenhead. So if they type that into Facebook, then they will be able to join the Facebook group that I've started. And then it gives some instructions here about how to do it, because I think some other people in Maidenhead who don't come to our school might like to join and have some fun with this as well. So there's some information about it down the bottom here. And then all of the files are here, so you can see all of the trails that have already been uploaded. And I've been kind of experimenting with this, and I think I'm getting better at it, but I think you're going to be much better at designing these trails than me. So please have a go. So I've done, of the ones that I've made already, I've put them in PDF format because it's easier to read on your phone when you're out and about in case you haven't got a printer. So once you've joined the group, you'll be able to find the files down the left hand side here, and you'll be able to find the one that is called template. And if you click onto that, that is a Word document, and that will be one that you can make by yourselves. So have a look at how it's laid out so that you know what information you need to find. And in blue, there are some instructions for you, okay? So you would put all of your information in, you would go out and walk your route, you'd write down some really careful directions, which is really good for map reading and orienteering and instructions for literacy. And you would find lots of different things that the other people could spot when they choose to go out and do your I Spy Trail. So what you need to make sure of is that it's not too tricky and that it isn't anything that's going to move. So you can't put on dogs and pigeons and people wearing blue hats, because they won't be there when the next person goes out. But you can put on things like triangular road signs or blue dustbins or particular marks on the road or pictures outside somebody's house, or things that will be there the whole time, and then that will make your walk a little bit more fun. So the best thing to do when you do yours is to map it using something like Map My Run, and all the instructions are on here for the adults, so you don't need to worry too much about it. So when you go out and make your trail, you need to tell us exactly where to start and include a postcode, and exactly where to finish and include a postcode. And it's a really good idea if you can tell people how far it is, so that they can judge whether or not they'll have time to do it on their walk that day. So then you're going to put in all of your directions and the things to spot, and there's lots of information about this on the template, so you don't need to worry about it. But then, to make it even easier to follow and better for your map reading skills, I suggest you include a map afterwards. So I used an app called Map My Run to do this, because that means that you can follow it on the map as well as the directions. And then I've just taken a screenshot of that and added it in. So then you can find mine in the files, and I've had a few people start to upload some as well for us. But then you can go out and make your own trail over the holidays when your families at home might have a little bit more time. Upload it to the Facebook group, and then when you're ready to go out for your one form of exercise every day, you can have a look through the files, see if there's an I Spy trail that you can take with you, so that you've got some interesting things to look at on the way. I hope you think that's a good idea. So we're discovering all kinds of new and exciting things that we can do in our houses and in our local area that we might not have been able to think of before. So hopefully you'll have a really lovely time over Easter, doing lots of lovely things with your family and the people who you live with. But there might be some things that you just really wish that you could do, that we would have done before everything shut, and that you're not going to be able to do for a little while. And you know what? Sometimes you might be a little bit sad about that, and that is okay. Those things will start again, and there will be times where you will be able to do them again, but not yet. So it's quite nice, if you're feeling a bit sad about something, to give yourself time to feel sad, because that's okay, and then to find something really constructive that you can do that might make you feel better. So here is one idea for you that I saw. You could make a special jar like this. Now, I've got a jar like this, a little bit like this in my office that Gregory loves, and it was a present from Mrs. Robertson for my birthday. And the one that's in my office has got a quote every day that's already been made, but this is suggesting that we make one ourselves. And it says on the jar, things to do when lockdown ends. So if there are things that you would really love to do but can't do at the moment and it's making you a little bit sad, then maybe you could write them down on a piece of paper like this, and you could keep them in a jar, and then when everything opens up again, you'll have all of these wonderful ideas of all the things that you could be going off to do. So I've already written one. Mine says restart park run. I know that some of you know how much I love park run because we did a park run house challenge a couple of years ago, didn't we? And so I used to go and do a park run all of the time, and I got up to 50 park runs. I got my 50 park run t-shirt. I was really proud of myself, and then I stopped going. So I definitely think that although I can run at the moment, I really miss being able to go and run with other people. So this is my first one. I didn't have a jar like this in my house, but I found a tin that's a little bit like a money box. So I'm going to take my idea of things to do, and I'm going to post it in there, and then when lockdown finishes, I'll be able to open this up and have a look at all these brilliant things and think what super fun we'll be able to have. So we hope that you have an absolutely brilliant Easter holiday. Your teachers will be busy in the time that term's finished, making some of your lessons ready for when you come back to school, and thinking of loads and loads of brilliant ideas of things that you can do to keep your learning going at home. But we hope that you have a fantastic 2 weeks at home with your family. And remember, this is your no work zone, so you can do as much work as you would like to, but you don't need to do any at all. You need to just listen to what your families tell you about how much work you should be doing at home during this time. So I thought that before we finish for the holidays, we would finish with a song, and this is my favourite Easter song. I know you all love the spring chicken song, and that's fine because the spring chicken song is amazing, but the chocolate song is even better. So we are going to finish term by singing the chocolate song all together. Do you remember me showing you this box of chocolates in assembly the other day? This was from Annabelle and Cameron, and I told you in that video that I've been saving this for a very special occasion. So I thought that we might have a little bit of fun to end the term on. Have your family ever had a 50p bet? Well, I'm going to explain to you how it might work. So while we are listening to, and hopefully you're singing, my favourite chocolate song, I'm going to open the box of chocolates and I'm going to see how many chocolates I can eat in the time that the song is playing. Do you think that's a good idea? Okay, so what you need to do, if you would like to, you don't have to, is you go to your money boxes, you get your 50p's, you get other people in your family who might like to play, and you all put your 50p in, and you all have to guess how many chocolates can Mrs. Donnelly eat before the song finishes. And then whoever gets the nearest gets to keep all the money, okay? So I'll set up for the song. You decide whether you would like to play along by just having a guess or whether you want to have your 50p bet, and get ready. Right then, 1 box of chocolates, 1 take. Thanks Annabelle and Cameron. Hope you've made your guesses at home. Let's go. The chewy one. How many is that for?
see them go to waste. I suppose I should know better, but it's nearly Easter. I'm mad about that chocolate taste. Oh, I've got lots of chocolate, give me lovely chocolate. It's the best thing to eat for sure. When I get eggs for Easter, it's my favourite treat, so I can always make some room for more. Oh, I've got lots of chocolate, give me lovely chocolate. It's the best thing to eat for sure. When I get eggs for Easter, it's my favourite treat, so I can always make some room for more.
And who got the closest to 8 in your house? Well, I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Easter, and that you manage to eat lots and lots and lots of chocolate too.